My name is Comrade Emeka, Emerole. People have been asking, or people have been wondering, from what I see, from the things I get, I hear people talk. How can I even become a union leader? And some of them even wondering, how did even the president, the leaders of NLC, how did they even emerge? Those union leaders, how did they even emerge? Listen, you can't just wake up and you become a union leader. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. There must be process. There are processes. There is a process you must follow. So you don't get up and say, I want to be a union leader, and you become a union leader. No. There are processes you must go through. And before you become a union leader, I want to tell you today, you must have been a member. You don't jump. You don't come from somewhere and become a union leader. You have to be a member and follow the process. The people you put there, the leaders you put there, they are not doing well. You can't jump from where you are and say you want to be a leader. No, there must be processes. You want to be a union leader, begin to work for it. You want to lead, be it branch, local, state, national, you work for it. There are processes. I see some union executives from the local trying to remove a national leader, and I laugh. How do you want to do that? How? The guy that is there at the national followed processes. The president that you see there followed processes. You can't just come and say you want to remove the president. There must be process to follow. So if you want to be a union leader, there are processes. First, you have to be a member. Become a member of the union you want to lead. First of all, be a member. Then begin to do the obligations of that union. Pay your monthly dues. Go for meetings. Ready for voting. Because until then, you can't lead. You must be a duly financial member. You must come for meeting. There is a constitution that guides every union. Go and pick that constitution. Read that constitution. Understand how leadership emerge. Understand how those people at the helm of affairs, how they emerge. How the constitution say, the guidelines they follow to be there. Prepare for it. You don't come and say, I want to be the chairman of this thing. I want to be this. No, it doesn't work that way. You must have been in the union for a period of time. I know some constitutions, they say you must have been here for so time for you to vote and be voted for. It's a normal thing in every organization. You don't come, I have money. I went to school. You know who my father is. You know I've been working with the presidency in Nigeria. You know I was the governor this. I was this one. No, it doesn't. It's not by campaigning. It's by showing workings. You don't campaign for it. You work for it. Have you been a branch chairman? Have you been a branch PRO? Have you attended a meeting? Have you asked questions in a meeting? There are processes. Start somewhere, because that national president you see, the national president of that union that you see today on television everywhere, jumping up and down, going here and there from one country to another, that you see today, belong to a branch. It surprised you? That chairman, that president that you see everywhere, it belongs to a branch. There is a branch in that local place, in that local Ajegunle, in that local Karibo, in that local place. That national president you see belong to that branch. That is where it's coming from. You don't just come and say, yes, I want to be no, you must come from somewhere. That is how it's being structured. So you want to be a union leader, go and start from the branch. Go to the branch, identify a branch, work with the branch. Let's see what you can do in that little place. so that we can know when the time comes, you can be elevated. People can say, no, this guy is doing well. Who knows you? What have you done? What have been your contribution in that union? What have you done? What have you led? What have you made happen? Get things done. Follow people. Because you don't just come up, I want to be a union leader. You are raising shoulder. I was this in my university days. I was this one in my so time. No. What is your antecedent from the branch you're coming from? Can people say, yes, this guy has done this guy has done this one? Can anybody say something you have done? So there is a process you need to follow. Go and identify a branch. Start going for meeting. Start identifying with the leadership of that branch. From there, you can move, and tomorrow you become the national president. That is how it works. It doesn't work like I'm coming from the... No, it doesn't work that way. No, it doesn't. You have to follow the process. Go and register as a member in that branch. No matter the union. No matter the union, there is a branch. There is a place you're coming from. There is a unit you're coming from. There is a local you're coming from. Start from there. You will get to the top. So don't come and ask, those leaders, how did they even put them there? You know better than them. Yes, you know better than them. But go and start from the branch. Go to the branch. Do things in the branch. Show capacity in the branch. Show workings in the branch. Show responsibility in the branch. Show leadership in the branch. Then you can be considered for a higher position. That is how it works. So when next you want to be a leader, start from the branch. Don't jump, because we are workers. We are workers. And there is dignity and honor as we walk. I remember my humble self, Comr Emeka, Emerole. You can follow us, you can share, you can subscribe, you can like, comment on what we are doing. They will come your way next time.